Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on AM Today. It has just gone now 7 away from 9. Parenthood can seem like a daunting thought for those who are expecting their first child. I'd have no idea, of course, but you two would. All of a sudden, you and your partner now have to organise everything around your little human. So what are some of the best ways to prepare your relationship for parenthood? Joining us now, relationship expert and soon-to-be first mother, Nikki Goldstein is with us. Nikki, good morning.
Good morning.
You're close, aren't you?
I'm hopefully about 2 weeks away, so we're just fingers crossed it stays in for 2 weeks and I'll be happy.
Very exciting. Can we see the bump? Is that rude to ask?
No, it's there.
Oh, wow. You don't,
So, yes.
you don't look like that pregnant. Only...
Well, I've been actually really lucky. It's just bump and that's it. So I've been, touch wood, had a really easy pregnancy. COVID doesn't make it really easy, but, that's what a lot of expected mums and couples are facing at the moment. One of the difficulties.
Yeah, totally. So is this your first child?
This is my first child.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so you are an expert in relationships, but it's about to be tested for the first time with a child.
Well, this is the really interesting thing when talking about a topic like this, because I'm going through it at the same time. And my biggest learning is really letting go of this idea of perfection, because I think getting into this next phase, you think, oh, I've got to have this workout and I've got to have this down pat and oh, we're really stuck there. And the biggest realization was there is not going to be a perfect relationship moving forward. Bubs can come early, things can happen. So it's letting go of that idea that everything has to be sorted out, but just isolating a few things that you can work on.
Okay, I know there's the practical stuff, like there's the stress and there's the time and everything. But I've always been fascinated by the idea that suddenly, so I'm the husband, my wife has just had a baby. She now loves that baby probably more than me. Do you know what I mean? Is there an adjustment? Is there an adjustment in a relationship when you have a baby?
There's definitely going to be that adjustment period. And I think that the conversations that are really good to have beforehand are things like this. And it might be the what ifs and I'm concerned about, or, I'm really worried that this scenario might happen, because I think sometimes if you can flesh those concerns out before, at least you might have a little bit of a template as to things that you can do if they do occur. But often it's the fear and anxiety that I think that sits on people's chests that just even discussing them helps. This is where it's really good to talk about some communication skills and conflict and put some things in place. But I think the biggest thing is also needs. If you are the dad and you're worried about, all of a sudden becoming second best in the relationship, and you say to your partner, listen, I just find that I might need this. And your partner might turn around and say, well, when I'm going through sleepless nights and changing nappies, I think I might need a few of these things. I think if we can verbalize it, it's much easier when you get to that point to be able to actively help your partner out and support each other. You're not going to know everything that you need at that point. And that's the scary thing, is that you're entering into this territory that is completely different, completely new, and you're not going to know how you're going to change. But I think before time, if you can say some needs that you need and things that you think might come up, then it will help you later down the track to be able to hopefully remember some things that can make it a little bit easier.
Totally. Nikki, are you going to get a push present? I saw on Instagram, I didn't know what it was, but on Instagram the other day, there was, I don't know, one of those influencers, and she had been given a Porsche as a push present. That's a present just for pushing out the baby.
You know what, I'll call my partner after this and I'll say to him, someone just got a Porsche for a push present. I think that sometimes with all this baby stuff, we've gone to this level of baby moons and push presents, and, really this experience is such a beautiful thing, and it is made difficult at the moment. And I think however you get through it, whether it's a nice Valentine's Day dinner or a date night or a bunch of flowers, whatever it is that connects you as a couple right before you give birth, I think is a great thing. So Porsches are great, but I'm happy just to go through this experience with my partner.
No, that's the wrong attitude. No Porsche, no push. That's your strategy when you're talking to hubby later today. Nikki, thank you so much. And I know you want a March baby, so remember, no curry, no exercise, no yoga.
I'll be sitting on the couch watching Netflix for the next 2 weeks.
Brilliant. Nikki Goldstein with us this morning, our relationship expert.